you. Why don't you put your hand against it? You won't get burned.
It's remarkable.
Yes. Yes, it is, Dr. Carey.
International Metals Limited will be delighted to have control of this Phoenicium. And our reward will be considerable. Far more than you'll get scraping gold off the Geo.
So you've heard about this?
Yes, it was original thinking for you. Congratulations.
Well, I had to have some excuse for being out in the Geo. Bannerman caught me red-handed looking for the disc.
I know, I was there. It's a pity he was rescued.
Well, what else could I do? When I came off the Geo, they were all waiting for me. They knew Bannerman was outside. If I hadn't told them about the attack, they'd have been convinced I did it.
Yes, I suppose you were in a rather difficult situation.
Difficult? Well, it was an impossible situation, and I was in it thanks to you.
Would you rather Bannerman had caught you with the disc?
Oh, no. No, of course not.
No, it was lucky for you. I guessed where you'd hidden it.
How did you know?
That empty aqua lung. When Janet said she'd refilled them, I was sure she was telling the truth. So I realized you must have been out on the Geo.
Yes, and Bannerman must have realized that, too.
But I beat him to it.
If you had the disc, why was it necessary to attack him?
Bannerman's always been the one person here who was dangerous to me. So I tried to get rid of him.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Well, it nearly did. I had to blow up my own laboratory to cover my tracks.
You did that? Why?
Bannerman obviously suspected that I'd attacked him, even though I planted my aqualungs and suit in Gordon's lab. I'd taken the key earlier from Master Control so that I could blow up his camera, but it was useful earlier than I'd anticipated. However, Bannerman wasn't deceived.
You blew yourself up just to throw them off the scent.
It wasn't quite as drastic as that. I blew up my laboratory and then I gave myself an injection.
Well, you completely fooled them.
Handing a Geary over to a private company, sir, is ridiculous. It's got to be stopped.
It's out of our hands now, Mark. There's nothing we can do.
What a gift for International Metals Limited. The world's supply of Phoenicium just for the asking.
If it really exists, we still don't know.
Well, if you'd carried on with that mohole dig, Captain, you'd have had your proof by now.
I closed down because of the sabotage. I'm not going to risk people's lives unnecessarily.
Well, I'm prepared to bet that that company's efforts won't be plagued by sabotage, sir.
If only we could prove a connection between International Metals Limited and the sabotage, we could stop that transfer.
Yes, well, sir, we're dealing with highly skilled agents. It's going to be far more difficult to incriminate them than to continue the drilling and reach the Phoenicium. Look, sir, you could operate under maximum security. Allow only those connected with the drilling into the center.
It's too late, Mark. The agreement's practically signed.
Oh, what's the time now? It's 1 o'clock. Now, allowing for time difference, that means it's what? 9 o'clock in London. What time do they sign?
11 tomorrow morning.
Well, we've got 26 hours to complete the job.
Mark, when I closed down the mohole dig, Sabah gave me this progress report. He estimated it would take another 48 hours continuous drilling to reach that Phoenicium.
Well, then we'll just simply have to work twice as hard, that's all. Given a bit of luck, we might just beat the deadline. Look, Captain Payne, at least we can try. We've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Wake up Professor Sabah, please, and tell him to report to my office.
Yes, sir.
And I hope he's not too distressed at having to start work in the middle of the night.
Well, not nearly as distressed as somebody else is going to be tomorrow morning, perhaps.
Morning, Janet.
Oh, hello, Peter.
Well, have you heard the news?
Oh, no, what is it?
The mohole digs on again. Do or die effort to reach the Phoenicium.
Oh, Peter, that's wonderful. When do they start work?
Well, late last night, Mark persuaded Captain Payne to start the digging again.
Do the others know yet?
No, not so far.
It's a secret, then.
Well, they'll all find out sooner or later.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Hello, you two. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, Doctor, thank you.
Good. And you, Peter?
Well, I'm a bit tired, I'm afraid, Doctor. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh, why was that?
Well, it was Mark, actually. He kept on charging in and out of the room all the time.
What on earth for?
Well, apparently Captain Payne started up the mohole dig again. Mark was helping him.
Started again? But what does he hope to achieve? The company's taking over in a day or two, isn't it?
Well, yes, but before it does, Captain Payne wants to find out whether the X-layer really is Phoenicium.
Well, Professor Sabah is allowed to start work again. Perhaps we all can. Will you help me tidy up my laboratory, Janet?
Of course, Doctor.
Well, I'll lend you a hand if you like, Doctor.
Thank you, Peter.
You've heard what's happened?
Yes, Peter's just told me.
On again, off again. I've never had the like in all my life.
Will you be going down to the drilling centre?
Oh, no, not me. But they want my TV camera down there.
I didn't know you finished repairing it, Professor.
Oh, yes, it's done. But I'm not to be allowed to use it anymore. Can you imagine that? They're going to send somebody else down with it because they don't trust me. I only built it.
I'm afraid we're all under suspicion. Except Professor Sabaya,
Oh,
it
Professor
seems.
Sabaya's under suspicion, too. Even though he's driving himself and his drills down there as hard as he can. I suppose if there's another breakdown, he'll be accused of sabotage.
We're placing a great strain on this equipment, Captain.
I realize that's Sabaya, but we're short of time.
Look, how much further is there to drill?
It's about 150 feet, Mr. Benham.
And just a little over 15 hours in which to do it.
I mean, 10 feet an hour. Is that possible?
At the moment, we're averaging 7 to 8 feet.
And overloading the equipment.
Yes, indeed.
We can't succeed unless we increase the speed, and if we do that, the equipment will probably fail.
Oh, that's a great choice, isn't it? The certainty of failure or the probability of failure.
Increase the drilling speed, Sabaya.
Captain, I think this would be dangerous.
I'll accept full responsibility.
Very well.
Well, lend us a hand. It's going to take a month of Sundays to clear this lot out. What a mess.
It's not so much the tidying up, Peter, it's the work that's been ruined. Experiments Dr. Carey will have to start all over again.
Well, it's not quite as drastic as that, Janet. I still have my notes.
They weren't destroyed, Doctor.
No, they were in my room.
Well, that was a stroke of luck, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Peter Blake, please report to the master control room. Peter Blake.
Better go and see what they want. It's probably Mark.
Yes, of course. Off you go.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Doctor.
Can I be of any assistance here?
Yes, thank you, Doctor.
Is there anything in particular you want done?
No, just tidying up. Janet, would you fetch those notes from my room now, please?
Very well, Doctor.
Here's the key.
Thank you.
What do we do now?
Stop the drilling.
It's more easily said than done. Only those directly concerned with the work are allowed down there.
Then we must think of a good reason for you to go there.
Me? Well, let me near the place. I'm their number one suspect.
That's the very reason they will let you down.
What do you mean?
You're going to make a full confession, Doctor.
You must be mad.
You go from here to the master control, get on the intercom and ask to speak to Captain Payne. Then tell him you want to make a confession.
But what if Payne says he'd come up here to talk to me?
You won't risk leaving Sabaya until they've reached the X-layer.
All right. What am I to do?
Stop the drilling. And keep everybody down there until the time limit's up.
That's all very well to say it. But how am I to do it?
Okay, go ahead. Hello, Mark. Peter here.
Hello, Peter. I want you to bring Professor Gordon's TV camera down here.
What about Professor Gordon, Mark?
Well, he can't come down now, later perhaps.
Well, he's not going to like it.
No, I know. But we can't take any risks, Peter. Try to get it from him without offending him, will you?
All right. By the way, how's it going?
Oh, steadily. We'll get there.
I want to talk to Captain Payne.
Hello, Mark. It's Captain Payne there. Dr. Gerard wants us to talk to him.
Yes. Hold on. Captain, Gerard wants to talk to you.
Gerard? Captain Payne speaking.
This is Dr. Gerard. I must see you at once.
That's impossible, Doctor.
But this is important, Captain.
I'm sorry, but it'll have to wait.
It's about the Phoenicium.
Very well, come down to the bathscape with Peter.
Yes, yes, Captain. Look at this drill. The cutting edges were worn away in half an hour.
Well, we've been cutting through a layer of hard rock.
No, Mr. Bannerman, just drilling too fast. Well, the new one will probably be worn away in half an hour as well.
Have you got one to replace it?
Yes, we have.
And that's all that matters.
Come in.
All ready, Professor?
I'll get it into the bathscape, sir.
Be careful with it.
Of course.
When will I be allowed down there, I wonder? There's no point in being upset about it, I suppose.
Believe me, sir, Captain Payne's got very good reasons for all these precautions.
I dare say. You'll take good care of my camera.
Yes, sir, of course.
Bathyscaphe, this is Ageria. How do you read me?
Ageria, this is the Bathyscaphe. Read you loud and clear.
Loud and clear also. Stand by, please.
Were you going to send it out, Peter?
Yes, we've got the camera. I'll see you later. After you, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor. Oh, by the way, that key you gave me, it doesn't fit your room.
Thank you.
Ageria Control, this is the Bathyscaphe. Starting motors.
Bathyscaphe, Ageria. Roger.
How does the bathyscaphe operate?
Well, I control it from here, Doctor. There are motors inside the bathyscaphe, and they're powered by electricity supplied from the main power room here in Ageria.
I see.
Ageria Control, this is the Bathyscaphe. Ready to commence descent. Releasing interlock. Engaging clutch. Rate of descent will be 500 feet per minute.
Reported every 2,000 feet.
Roger, listening out.
Bathyscaphe, Ageria. Roger.
It's very interesting. Well, I can't stand down here all day. I must get back to my laboratory. Thank you.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Ageria Control, this is the Bathyscaphe. Depth 2, all systems fully operational.
Bathyscaphe, Ageria. Roger.
How much further to go, sir?
About 100 feet, Captain.
Just over 10 hours left. Going to be touch and go, Mark.
How's the equipment taking it?
Well, nothing's broken down yet.
But it might at any moment, I suppose.
I'm afraid so, Mr. Bannerman.
Sir?
I've not given him its amendment.
Aye, aye, sir.
Right, but you put it down over there, please. Peter, give him a hand.
Now, Doctor, you wanted to talk to me?
Yes, I did, Captain.
It's the motor which rotates the drill, Captain. Sounds as if the main bearings have seized up.
Have you got a replacement?
Yes, we have, but if it is the bearings, it'll take a time. A long time. I warned you this might happen, Captain.
Yes, I know. Well, at least we tried.
At least we did that.
I hope you're not going to blame me for sabotaging the equipment. If anybody did it, he did.
Nurse, fire! This time, Doctor, we know it was an accident. Now, you had something to say to me?
Did I, Captain? I've forgotten what it was.
It was about the Phoenicium.
It's completely slipped my mind.
What you mean is there's no need to say it now.
Well, there's no point in staying down here any longer. Let's get back to Ageria.
Now, just a minute, Captain. Peter?
Yes?
Is that camera ready?
Almost. Why?
Look, Captain, take a look at this drill rod. The cutting edges. Can you see the grit there? But if you look closely, you'll see flecks of metal. I think that metal is Phoenicium.
Yes, until we find the disc, we can't prove that, though, Mark.
I think you're wrong, Peter. Professor Subala, you say that the motor which rotates the drill is seized up.
Yes.
But you do use another drill to raise and lower the drill rod.
Oh, yes, we do.
Then we could still lower the camera to the foot of the shaft.
To analyze the X-layer, yes, of course we do.
And while Dr. Durand is trying to remember what it was he came here to say, I suggest we get on with our work.
Gentlemen, I think we'll leave things as they are.
I thought you'd get your memory back, Durand. Who told you to come down here?
Be quiet.
You're a fool if you trust your colleague in Ageria. I know I wouldn't.
I won't warn you again, Bannerman. Be quiet.
Well, that's the worst of it over. Thank you, Janet. Now, perhaps you would get my notice.
Of course, Doctor.
Here we are. The right one this time.
What was the other one?
Just one of my personal keys.
Oh. Well, I won't be long.
It's all right, Janet. Take your time.
I'm afraid he's down at the main drilling center, but of course I'll tell him as soon as he gets back. Hello, Dr. Carey.
I wonder if you'll get my assistant, Janet Slayton, and tell her I've gone out on the Geo.
Yes, certainly. Where is she, Doctor?
I've no idea.
Well, I'll put out a general call.
Thank you.
Miss Slayton, please contact Master Control. Miss Slayton? Miss Slayton, please contact Master Control. Miss Slayton? Oh, don't worry, Doctor. I'll keep on trying until I get her.
Thank you.
Doctor.
Hello, Professor.
What can I do for you, Professor?
Just wondering if there was any news about my camera.
Well, there's been nothing so far, but I'll check up if you like. Drilling Center, this is Agiria. Drilling Center, this is Agiria.
Answer it, Captain. Be careful.
Captain Payne speaking.
Professor Gordon was inquiring whether or not you wanted him down there, sir.
No, tell him we failed. The drill motor seized up.
Right, sir.
Thank you, Captain. I don't want them to be concerned with us here, Geary.
Please contact Master Control. Miss Slayton.
Oh, Janet Slayton?
Dr. Carey asked me to tell you that she's gone out onto the Geo, Miss Slayton.
Oh, well, thank you.
What's happened? It's the bathyscape power supply. It's blown up.
You mean they're trapped down there?
What's that?
The bathyscape alarm.
What does that mean?
The power's gone.
Well, check it. But one false move.
I know.
Well, that's your colleague in Agiria, no doubt. Trapping us down here gets rid of a lot of untidy evidence, yourself included.
Be quiet.
It's dead. Completely.
You're lying.
Go and have a look for yourself.
Captain, get on the intercom and find out what happens.
This isn't working either. The power's gone.
The light's on down here.
The intercom's on a different system. It works from Master Control.
You mean we can't contact the Geary?
That's right.
We are really trapped down here.
Yes, buried alive, if you like. By your accomplice in Nigeria, no doubt.
No,
She?
You were right, Mark. It was Ellen Carey.
I've got to get out of here.
There's no chance of that, Doctor. Was Ellen Carey employed by International Metals Limited?
Yes, she's your saboteur. Professor Gordon's camera, the drill rod. She even blew up our laboratory.
Not to mention an attack on me.
That's right, but I never knew anything about that until afterwards.
But you tried to kill Janet and me on board the Sienna.
Oh, yes, she saw the phenicium disc.
Which Ellen Carey now has.
Yes, but
All right, get him up to Agilia.
How can we do that?
When a motor fails on a bat escape, it jettons its emergency batteries and rises to the surface. She really wanted to get rid of him, all right. It wasn't even loaded.
Moving. Ah, there you are, Miguel. I told you these things didn't need power to get back to the surface. They'll be back again soon.
Oh, good. Then you can tell Peter and Mr. Bannon unless I'm out on the gear. I want to know what Dr. Carey is doing.
Take Dr. Leroy to his quarters. He's to remain there under guard.
Aye, aye, sir. Where's Ellen Carey?
She's out in the Gile. Janet's with her.
Mark, we better get out of there.
Bring them both in as quickly as you can. I'm going to contact London.
Right.
Dr. Carey is this chairman's niece.
That's right.
And Gerard worked with them, too.
Yes?
Ah, well, they'll be good company for each other when they're standing together in the dock.
Oh, good you found her.
Yes, sir.
Where's Mark?
He's coming, sir. We've got Dr. Carey.
You all right, Janet?
Oh, yes, thanks, Jack.
By the way, sir, I think there's something in this box that might interest you. Janet caught Dr. Carey trying to bury it, sir.
So that's the disc, is it?
That's it, sir.
Well, it looks pretty harmless, I must say. Dr. Carey, I'm placing you under close arrest. You will stand trial in England.
If it hadn't been for you, I might have succeeded.
Oh, thank you.
She's right, you know. They would have succeeded if it hadn't been for you three.
This is a very peculiar piece of metal. What did you say it was called?
It's called phenicium, sir. It doesn't conduct heat.
Piffle that. All metals conduct heat. Isn't that so, Professor Subaya?
Well, that's certainly what I have always been taught.
And then we must have a demonstration, Peter.
Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope this works, Mark.
Oh, after all we've been through, it better. There you are. It does work.
Mission accomplished.